as best you can or as comfortable, what do you think Jay-Z stands for now?
Well, it's obviously they've been controlled by Satanism. I mean, I'm not really scared to say that.
Back during your playing career, you were closely connected to Jay-Z and Rockaware and all of that. I would like, what was your relationship with Jay-Z and the whole Rockefeller deal, and how do you view that time and Jay-Z now?
I viewed it was a great opportunity for me because at that time, Reebok wasn't messing with me. Nike wasn't messing with me. I was kind of like the black sheep of the NFL, as much as you know, in Kansas City. So became a deal where I had a clothing store and we were selling Rockaware. And then I just gotten closer just by chance of, meeting Dame Dash first, and he signed me under his athletic label, Team Rock. And then that's how I met Jay-Z. So now after Jay-Z and Dame split, I went with Jay to be with Rockaware. And then I signed a deal for S. Darter cleats when he had his cleat, and I wore his cleats. I mean, it was a good business situation because who wasn't a fan of Jay-Z in the late 90s, early 2000s? Everybody pretty much was. But now I see it was strained because I kept being arrested. I can't tell you how many times he emailed me and told me to stay out of the clubs, but I wouldn't listen. So we had to part ways because of it was an image problem. Now that I shut myself down and was gone out of the media for like 5 or 6 years, I came back and started digging and found out who he really is and why he says the thing that he says and who his allegiance is with. And I don't have any beef with him, but because of my strength and spirit and strength with the word, we happen to be budding frenemies or enemies. And that's just the way it is. I have nothing against him, but what he stands for, I see much more than just, raps on lyrics.
Walk me through, you said something interesting that Jay-Z, though, during your playing career, was actually giving you good advice. Yes?
Yeah, I still remember the time it was, I think the last incident in Kansas City before I got traded, released. He told me, emailed me, mad. He cursed me out, really. He cursed me out, telling me to stay out the effing clubs. And he said, I can't vouch for you if you're going to keep getting in trouble. And I understood that. And mind you, I still didn't listen because my evolution at that time was very stagnant. So I was really going with the flow. I didn't know where I was going to end up. I didn't know what I was going to do for my future. Football is all I knew. And it took me to lose everything to really build myself back up to find out what things really are. That's why I have no real animosity to Jay-Z, Beyonce, and my time at Rockaware. It was truly a blessing and a learning experience. And I got to see things that I'd never seen before. But now, because I had those experiences, now I'm able to shed a deeper light because I've been around them before. So my words now, when I'm standing in truth, are ringing louder than they would at my time for Rockaware because I stand for something completely different now.
And so, as best you can or as comfortable, what do you think Jay-Z stands for now?
Well, it's obviously they've been controlled by Satanism. I mean, I'm not really scared to say that. We all know Luciferians, Freemasons, and all occult knowledge that was drugged up from Egypt have now surfaced itself in American society. And if you actually dig through the raps, like as I have, before it was all about partying, popping bottles. But when you listen to it again with a new ear, obviously they're not serving the same most high God that I am. And that's what makes us enemies, that I stand for a completely different doctrine, a completely different nation, and a completely different truth than he does. I don't have any materialism attached to my spirit or soul anymore. I don't have fornication attached to my spirit anymore. I mean, I just got engaged July. So my life is completely different from how I was with women in the early 2000s. And I think that is the difference in itself of being involved with Rockaware has made me see something completely different, and knowing who his allegiance is with is not the Most High God. And we all know, Satan rules this realm.